Hi everybody, John on bipolar, which I hate. I don't hate being bipolar, I hate the name of it. It just sounds, I don't know, pseudo-sexual, like some weird kink. So, I think of other names for it, like vibrating duality. I like that. Used to be manic depression. I think before that you were just crazy. I don't know. Bipolar, anyways. I'm going to start today and say I'm going to shorten these, and they're probably going to be about once a week because I can't keep up that pace that I was at. That's a very bipolar, vibrating duality thing to do, which is, oh, I'm going to do this, and then I'm like, maybe I should slow it down a little bit, catch my breath, let everybody else catch their breath. We want to talk about mental illness in this country and how it contributes to the violence that we see much more frequently and more often than not. I'm not going to even edit that. Fuck it. More often than not, people are the untreated ones that don't seek treatment, don't get treatment. They're the ones at the end of the trigger, or they're the ones drowning kids in a bathtub, or they're the ones flying a plane into a mountain full of passengers. And it's just sad. I'm not a therapist. I don't even have a college degree. I have to say that, I think, because basically I'm just sharing my experiences, projecting some things, talking about it. I just want to talk about it. I just want you to talk about it. And if you need help, I want you to get the help and assistance you need. It doesn't have to be bad. It's 2015. We live in a really sort of, hey, whoever you are, that's who you are, and it's very accepting for the most part. I know that in other areas it's not. You're going to run into problems, and you're going to run into problems of your own perception too. Like, you make the problem in your head because you think, well, this is how a certain person is going to react to this. You don't really know, and generally the reality of a situation is much less traumatic than the monster you make in your head. I also have to mention I am not a perfectly compliant case here. I'm not trying to sit here and say, you should get help, you should do this, you should do that. I would say I've been living with the knowledge of my illness for 20 years, and I'd say in the last 5 years I've managed much better than I did before. However, I still get manic, I still get depressed. Today I'm going to leave it off, man, about depression. When I get depressed, I know the one thing I don't like is people asking me why I'm depressed. Like, most people I won't even say that to because I can avoid most people, but, if I'm talking to a family member or a friend or something, and you say, well, I've got some depression issues, like, because I'm used to talking like that. And they're like, well, what are you depressed about? And I'm like, no, that's not how it works. It just is, because gravity. The other thing about depression is it's so chronic at times that eventually you just kind of like it. You can just get comfortable with it like an old shirt. I mean, I've gone days where I'm like, let's see how many days I can go without actually showering. Let's see how many days I can go without actually washing a dish. Yeah, it can get pretty funkified in here. And I know a lot of you can relate to that, and it makes you kind of feel shamed. It's just part of the deal. And sometimes if you just take that extra step and go, okay, I'm just going to get in the shower. I'm not going to put soap on, I'm just going to get wet. Then maybe by the time you get in the shower, you'll do like a whole thing, and you might feel a little bit better. That's just me, because I've done like 5 days without showering. That was the record, and it was pretty bad. Anyways, I guess, maybe I'm a little rusty, but thank you for listening, and thank you for sharing, and don't be afraid of mental illness. Have a good week.